Hello everyone and welcome to Jira Cloud Automation tutorials presented by Igor. In this video I'm going to show you how to create automations and several filters that will display open tasks in a flow where the previous task of the flow was already resolved. So let's get to the use case. We will have multiple stories. Each story has 4 identical tasks. We will need 4 filters. The first filter will display open task 1 issues as in our mirror board. The second filter will display open task 2 issues, but only where task 1 was already resolved. The third filter will display open task 3, but only where task 2 was already resolved. And the fourth filter will display open task 4, but only where task 3 was already resolved. So at the start, we will only have open task 1 issues in our first filter. Once a task 1 issue is resolved, the task will be removed from the filter 1, and the task 2 issue of the same story will be moved to filter 2. Once this issue is resolved, it will be removed from the filter, and the task 3 issue of the same story will be displayed in the filter 3. And once this issue is resolved, it will be removed from the filter, and the task 4 issue of the same story that is connected to the same story will be displayed in the filter 4. To achieve this, we will need a unique identifier for task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4 to create different filters, and we will also need a connection from all those four tasks to the story. We will also create an automation once one of the tasks is resolved that the information will be sent to the story. We'll do it via the labels field, and also an automation that sends the information from the story directly to the other connected task. This will be also done via labels. To have a faster way to showcase everything, we will also create a simple automation that will create 4 connected tasks once a story is created. The final step in our tutorial will be to create the filters and also to combine them in one single dashboard to have an easier overview of our results. So let's head to Jira. As a unique identifier for the task, I will create a custom field with the name phase type. So let's head to the issue settings, custom field, and we'll hit the create custom field button. Select a single select field. Name will be phase type and the options will be phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. Hit the create button, and we'll also map the field to our currently used screens. Now we will start with the automations. We'll head to the projects, to the project settings, and click on the automations. We'll create a new rule, skip the tutorial. We'll use the issue created trigger for a story. And we need to execute it only on a single. So we'll add a condition, issue field condition. And the field will say issue type equals to story. So our automation will be only executed on story type issues. We'll add an action to create an issue. Create issue action in the same project and issue type task. We will use, for the summary, we will use smart values. We will take the name of the story and add to it dash phase 1. We'll choose field to set linked issues. We'll take the relates to and to the 3 issue, and another field to be set is phase type. For the first ticket, it will be phase 1. Now we'll say need 3 other actions. Again, create issue action, issue types task, set the link, take the linked issue in phase type fields, set the summary the same as task 1, summary of the story, dash phase 2. Linked issues relates to trigger issue and phase type will be phase 2. Third action, create issue, issue type task, same fields, linked issue and phase type. Set the summary, set the linked issues to relates to trigger issue and phase type phase 3. And the fourth action, create issue for the phase 4 tickets. Again, issue type task, same fields will be set, linked issue and phase type. Set the summary, linked issue relates to trigger issue and phase type will be phase 4. Save it, name our automation, turn it on, and let's test it. We'll create a story and see if the automation executes as it should. We'll name it story 1. And the audit log of the automation, we can see it if it was successful. We'll just need to refresh the page. And we see that the automation was successful after 5 seconds. In the project, we can see that the story is created and 4 different tasks that are all related to the story. Now we'll head back to the automation, project settings automations, and we will create our next automations that will trigger once the phase issues are done. So we'll take the trigger issue transitioned from any status to the done status, as our workflow can transition from any status to any. We'll set a condition and the issue field condition, and we will condition this to the phase type. If the phase type equals to phase 1, this is for the phase 1 ticket, we will add for each create a branch and branch rule related issues. And we will select the type of related issues, linked issues, and link type to relates to. So once a phase 1 ticket is done, it will be, we will edit the connected issues. The connected issues is the story in this. We will select the action, edit issue, and we will edit the labels field on the story. So once a phase 1 ticket is closed, the label phase 1 will be added to the story. We need to click on the 3 dots and add remove to be that it should be added to the story and not just set. So phase 1 will name our automation. And turn it on. Now we will copy our automation 3 more times. This was one for phase 1. We'll need several for phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. We'll rename our automation. Set the condition to phase 2. If a phase 2 ticket is closed, the label should be set to edit phase 2. Publish the copy. Create another one. Copy another one. Rename it to phase 3. Change the condition to phase 3. And set the labels to phase 3. publish the copy, and copy it again for the phase 4 tickets. In our case, we will not need the phase 4, but to have everything in the same flow, we will just create this automation too, as there will be no filter that will be use the phase 4 labels. Now we'll publish the change, and we will create our next automation. The automation will be to send the information from the story to the 4 connected tasks. In this case, we will use the trigger field value changed. We will listen to the labels field value. When the labels field value is changed, we can use value added, but we will leave it at any change to the field. And once the issue is edited, we will use the condition issue type equals to story. And we will use the branch issue related issues to all related issues, linked issues that have the rates 2. We will add an action to copy the labels from our story to all connected tasks. Add remove the labels, copy from trigger issue. We'll name our automation, and we will need allow this automation to be triggered from other automations. As one, the labels will be set with the done automations. Now all our automations are done. Well, the next step will be to create our filters. We'll head to the filter section, advanced issue search. We'll switch to the advanced mode and to the list view. And we'll need to create the first filter phase type equals to phase 1. And resolution is unresolved. Click the search button and save the filter as phase 1 filter. Now for the second filter, we will need to use phase 2 filter, phase 2 phase type, but also end labels equals to phase 1. And resolution unresolved. Save the filter as save as phase 2 filter. And the third filter will be phase type equals to phase 3, labels equals to phase 2, and resolution is unresolved. Click search, click save as, phase 3 filter. And the last and final filter will be phase 4 filter, and labels phase type phase 4, labels phase 3, and resolution unresolved. Click search, click save as, and phase 4 filter. Now we'll create a single dashboard for it. Click on the dashboard, create dashboard. Let's call it phase dashboard. Head to our newly created dashboard and edit it. Add the filter results widget 4 times. So we will add all 4 filters. We'll display 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And we'll select the phase 1 filter, save it. Phase 2 filter, save it. Phase 3 filter and save it. And the phase 4 filter and save it. We'll click on done and see our result. We'll create a few dummy tickets, a story 2. We'll click on create other issues, as we'll create several of them. So we'll test our automations and our use case. 6 stories will be enough. Now at the start, we have all 6 stories have 6 connected tasks once the automation goes through. Each story has phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. And in the dashboard, we'll head to our dashboard, and in our dashboard we can see that all issues are in phase 1. So no issues is in phase 2. So we will take one of the phase 1 issues, move it to done, and we will see our results. So in the dashboard, this issue should be removed from the phase 1 filter, and the phase 2 issue of the same story should be displayed in the second filter. We'll take another example, another phase 1 story, close it. The phase 1 ticket should be removed from the filter, the phase 2 ticket will be displayed, and now if we close one of the phase 2 tickets, it will be removed from the filter, and the phase 3 will be displayed. And now for the phase 3, the same goes. If we close this ticket, phase 3 ticket of the same story, the issue will not be displayed in the filter anymore, and the phase 4 issue of the same story will be displayed. So if you have the script runner plugin, you can head to Apps, Script Runner, Enhanced Search, and you can create a search phase type phase 4, issue function in linked issues of issue type story and labels phase 3. In this case, we will only check the labels of the story that are connected to this. If you have this, you can create the filters and leave out. You can leave out the last automations, the last 2 automations, and use the script runner functions to create the filters and save, again, like I mentioned, 2 automations in this case. Thank you for watching, and if you like my videos, please subscribe and follow me for the next videos. Goodbye.